Fluent Podcasts, podcasts he never had before.
Welcome back, everyone, to Fluent Podcast. You're listening to the English A1-A2 podcast playlist. And today we're going to talk about something really useful, something you'll definitely need, talking about my family in English.
Yes, this is such a core topic, isn't it? Our goal today is really to help you go beyond just, mother, father. We want to give you the actual words and sentences you need to describe your family in real life.
Exactly. Because it comes up all the time, right? Meeting new people, maybe even in a simple job interview.
For sure. So we want you to feel ready, confident, talking about the people close to you.
We'll give you the structures, but I think the main thing, especially for A2 learners, is adding those details. People want to know why your mom is kind, not just that she is.
Good point. So let's start simple with a basic structure, and then we can build up to that nuance you mentioned.
Okay, sounds good. Where do we begin?
Let's kick things off with the basics, the numbers. The key phrase here is super simple. There are a number of people in my family.
Right, there are, and then the number. Like the example we saw, there are only 5 people in my family.
Yeah, and in that case, it was the speaker, their parents, an older sister, and a younger brother. 5 people.
Simple enough.
And when you give that number, it's often helpful to clarify if you mean your immediate family or your extended family.
Ah, good distinction. So immediate is?
Immediate family is like your closest circle. You, your parents, your husband or wife, kids, brothers, sisters, the core group.
Gotcha. And extended family.
That's kind of everyone else you're related to. Aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, nieces, nephews, people you might see at big gatherings,
Okay, making that difference clear right at the start is useful, yeah.
Definitely. So once you've said how many people are in your immediate family, the next logical step is usually siblings, brothers and sisters.
And your position, right? Like, are you the oldest?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You might be an only child, no brothers or sisters, or the oldest child, the youngest in the family, or maybe a middle child.
It seems basic, but saying, I am the middle child, for instance, it actually tells someone quite a lot without you needing to say more, doesn't it?
It really does. It's like a conversational shortcut. And the basic sentence for siblings is easy too. I have number brothers and number sisters.
Okay, structure covered. How many people, immediate versus extended, and siblings?
Yeah, the foundations.
So let's move on from just the numbers and structure. Let's get into the more descriptive stuff, talking about parents first, their work, what they're like.
Sounds good. For jobs, simple present tense is your best friend. You don't need anything complicated. We saw a nice example, not just stating the job, but adding a little something extra, like my father works as a dentist.
Right, but instead of just stopping there, it added, he treats people's problems with their teeth, and something about dental health.
Exactly. He is very focused on the importance of dental health. That extra bit makes it sound much more, real, personal.
Yeah, it does. What about more common jobs? Like if a parent stays home?
You could say, my mother is a homemaker, and maybe add, she knows how to take good care of us, or something like that.
Or if she works outside the home.
Similar idea, my mother works as a teacher, then maybe add a detail. She teaches English to children, or at a high school, keep those verbs simple. Works is teaches.
Okay, jobs covered. Now, character. This is where we want listeners to maybe stretch their vocabulary a bit beyond just nice or good.
Definitely. We need some more descriptive words. For positive descriptions, we saw things like loving, kind, very smart, warm, welcoming, patient, understanding. Using these really lifts your description.
Can you give an example that uses one of those effectively, like showing how they are that way?
Sure. You could say something like, my mom is incredibly warm and welcoming. Then add why. She always cooks my favorite meals and insists that all my friends stay for dinner.
Ah, see, that paints a picture. Welcoming isn't just a word, you show it.
Exactly. It gives context.
But, families aren't always perfect sunshine, are they? Sometimes descriptions are a bit more, complex. How do we talk about maybe difficult traits without sounding too negative?
Yeah, that's a really important A2 skill, I think. Using some, let's call them contrasting descriptions, words like reserved, maybe critical, laid back, strict, disorganized, or even old-fashioned.
So instead of just, my dad is difficult, you could say he's reserved.
Precisely. Or like the example, my father is quite reserved and sometimes critical. But then, crucially, the person added, but he means well.
Right. That little addition, but he means well, changes everything. It shows
He
understanding.
shows maturity. Yeah. You see the behavior. Maybe it's annoying sometimes, but you understand the intention behind it. That's a great level to aim for.
It really is. Acknowledging differences, but still showing respect.
Okay, let's shift to siblings now. Brothers and sisters. We know how to say if we have them. What's next? Age comparison is usually the first thing. Simple phrases work best, like name is number of years older than me, or name is number of years younger than me.
Easy enough. And then what do they do? Their studies, hobbies, that sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Talk about what they're up to. We had that example family where the siblings were quite different, remember?
Oh yeah, the older sister was finishing university and loved singing and dancing.
That's the one. And the younger brother was still in high school, an active student, it said, who also loved music, writing songs, and singing.
And what I liked there was how the speaker contrasted themselves. They said something like, I don't like music as much.
I prefer playing tennis or swimming. Yeah. That contrast is brilliant. It shows the individuals within the family unit. It's not just a group, it's people with different interests. Makes the whole description much more vivid.
Totally agree. It makes it three-dimensional. Okay, so we've described individuals. What about the family together? Shared time, activities.
Right, how you spend time together, simple verbs again. But the key here is being specific about how often. Frequency?
Avoid just saying sometimes, right?
Exactly. Be more concrete. Use phrases like every weekend, once a week, maybe every couple of months, or every 6 weeks, once or twice a year. Specificity makes it sound more natural.
Okay. And what kind of activities? What are common things families do together?
Well, there are outdoor things, like the example of planting flowers and fruit trees in the garden. Very visual.
Or playing sports?
Yeah, playing football or basketball together. Or going on vacations, like last year we went to the beach. Simple past tense there.
And indoor stuff, family traditions.
Lots of examples there, too. Things like having lunch in the garden during summer, or the classic having Sunday dinners. That's a big one in many places.
Playing games.
Yep, playing board games like Monopoly or cards, or that other tradition. Watching movies every Friday night with popcorn.
These examples are great because they use everyday verbs having, playing, watching in a really clear context.
That's the point. The action itself is simple, but putting it in the context of a family routine, like we play Monopoly every Sunday, tells the listener a lot about your family life, you know?
Yeah, it builds that picture. Okay, let's tackle maybe the slightly higher level A2 part, talking about the quality of relationships and dealing with disagreements. How do we express closeness first?
Keep it simple and warm. The best starting point is often just, I love my family very much.
Can't go wrong with that.
No. And then you can add things like, we are very close, or we get along very well. Straightforward but effective.
But again, real life means things aren't always smooth sailing. How do we talk about, say, arguments or differences without sounding like the family is falling apart?
It's about acknowledging reality but showing resilience. You can say you fight sometimes, maybe, but the important part is adding that you always make up. It shows conflict resolution.
Okay, so fighting is normal, making up is key. What if the differences are bigger, like opinions on life choices or politics?
You can state the difference, but then pivot back to the relationship. Something like, we have our differences, but we love and respect each other. That little word, but, is doing a lot of work there, showing the connection is stronger than the disagreement.
That makes sense. Now, you mentioned something earlier about parents being critical and framing their intention. What was that phrase?
Ah, yes, that's a really useful one. You can explain that maybe the criticism or the nagging comes from a place of love.
Comes from a place of love. I like that. It acknowledges the behavior might be difficult, but reframes the motivation.
Exactly. It shows you understand they care, even if they express it in an annoying way sometimes. It's quite sophisticated communication, actually.
And that ties into generational differences too, doesn't it? Older family members having different ideas.
Absolutely. You might say older relatives have traditional or maybe old-fashioned ideas about careers or marriage, things like that.
But you don't just leave it there.
No, you can add how you handle it. Maybe say something like, we use open communication to maintain harmony, or we talk about it. It shows you navigate those differences maturely.
Wow, okay. We've covered a lot. From just counting people right up to these nuanced ways of talking about relationships and respect.
Yeah, and hopefully introduce some useful descriptive words like reserved, laid back, supportive, active student.
And link them to specific activities like planting trees or having those Sunday dinners.
The main takeaway, I think, is to try and move beyond just saying good or nice. Use those richer words. Describe your brother as an active student who sings well, not just a good brother.
Be specific. Use those details. Okay, we've given you the tools. Time for the challenge, right?
Yeah.
The practice task.
Yes, the final challenge is pretty straightforward. Choose one person in your family, sister, father, aunt, whoever. Then try to say or write just 3 clear sentences about them, one for their character, one for their job or main activity, and one for something you do together.
Okay, give us a clear example so people know exactly what to aim for.
All right, how about this? My father is very strong and smart, but he is a little old-fashioned sometimes. That's character.
No.
He works as a doctor in a hospital. That's his job.
Got it.
Every weekend, we play football together, and he usually wins. That's the shared activity.
Perfect. Character, job, activity. Simple, clear, descriptive. That's the goal.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining us for this session on Fluent Podcast. Remember, practicing talking about people you actually know and care about is honestly the best way to get better at speaking English.
It really is. So keep practicing those descriptions.
Keep practicing, and we'll talk to you again soon.